wanna play too? It'll be fun.
Annie, the Dark Child. Borum Darkwill's tumultuous reign cast a shadow of uncertainty over Noxus, prompting many magic-inclined individuals to seek refuge in the distant provinces. Among them were Gregory the Grey and his enchanting wife, Ameline, who opted to showcase their Noxian strength by conquering the borderlands, eschewing the treacherous politics of noble houses. The couple, undeterred by the harsh conditions, established a home beyond the imposing Iron Spike Mountains, just before the winter's icy grip and the imminent arrival of their first child. During their journey, tales of formidable shadow bears that once roamed the territory captivated Ameline. Despite her heavy pregnancy, she spent her time by the fireplace, crafting a detailed toy version of the protective creatures. As she finished sewing the last button eye on the stuffed bear, the pangs of labor overcame her, and in the warmth of the emberlit hearth, Annie was born. As a toddler, Annie and her father fell gravely ill, casting a shadow over their newfound happiness. In the darkness of night, Annie's fever soared, forcing Ameline to brave the winter night to fetch icy water from the nearby river. By morning, Gregory awoke weakened but alive. Annie, now recovered, played with her stuffed bear, Tibbers, but her mother was gone, leaving a void that time could not fill. Naive and hopeful, Annie clung to the belief that her mother would return. Gregory often found her in her mother's rocking chair, hugging Tibbers and staring into the crackling fire, where once there had only been cold ashes. Years passed, bringing new colonists to the region, and Gregory found companionship with Leanna and her daughter, Daisy. Annie, accustomed to the solitude of being an only child, struggled with the arrival of her stepfamily. Her fiery temper clashed with Leanna, creating tension that only Gregory could temper. Tragedy struck the family when Daisy's innocent play in the untamed borderlands ended in disaster. Leanna, consumed by grief and blame, directed her anger towards Annie and her most cherished possession, Tibbers. Horrified at the threat to her last connection to her mother, Annie's terror ignited a latent pyromancy within her, bringing Tibbers to life in a fiery maelstrom. In the aftermath, Annie was left orphaned and alone, her stepmother's rage and grief claiming the only family she had left. Fearing the judgment of city dwellers like her stepmother, Annie retreated to the wild frontier, occasionally relying on her disarming charm to be taken in by pioneer families for respite. Yet, anyone foolish enough to try separating Annie from Tibbers faced the wrath of fire and death. Now, with Tibbers as her steadfast protector, Annie roams the dark Noxian forests, oblivious to the peril she poses to others with her unchecked power. In the midst of danger, she clings to the hope of finding someone like her to play with, unaware of the consequences her untamed magic may unleash upon the world.
I wanna turn.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our daily uploads. See you again soon.